Okay folks, this is the fourth and final video of making the Dominecker Castle. And there she is. I have I already described it, but that's a 4x8 metal table. The actual deck that you see there is actually screwed to the metal frame, and it's designed to just simply unscrew, discard, and replace with a new one. So this is a perfect table to build this, because that tabletop was almost ready to be replaced. Well, what we did, we framed it out with 2x4s, and simply that's a full length 8-foot 2x4 on both sides. We cut another 2x4 in half, put this board on the edge, simply move that other one a little bit closer to make sure that they match, so there's not a whole lot of measuring, and nail them together. We got some treated 4x4s that I had laying around. I don't like the idea of actually using that with the baby chicks, but there's nothing hanging off. It's all been scraped down, so I don't know if it would hurt them or not, but still don't like it. That's the only thing that's treated. Everything else is non-treated. I had this window. I got a bunch of windows, so I just simply laid it on its side, and you can see the latches there. This is one of those that raise up. Well, now it slides sideways. I have a divider right there. I wasn't happy the fact that it didn't come all the way across. I only wanted to leave about a 1-foot gap. And I decided, hey, I'll just simply put a little log in there for them to sit on. I took and I stapled a towel that my wife so graciously let me have, which you can't see through the window because of the reflection. But give me just a second to open this up. All right, that gives me plenty of room. I can come in here, I can clean it out. I've got my heat lamp right there. I screwed my thermometer to another block that's screwed to the wall. Well, I didn't screw the thermometer, it's on a thumbtack. Got my heat lamp right now. I don't know how high it is, probably about 18 inches. Maybe a little bit higher, but since they're outside, I wanted to make sure that if it did get cold, they could get under there. But as it is, you can see that they are not cold. They're moving away from the heat. They're exploring their new abundance of roaming and range area. I put one feeder out here, but I will have to put 2 more at least in the next couple of weeks, because these chicks will grow extremely fast, and I have just one water, which right now with 39 chicks, they'll go through that one in a single day. So I will be putting a bigger water, matter of fact several waters. As you know, that's the most important thing, is water for everything. But anyway, I took this towel and stapled it to that log, because I didn't want them to I wanted them to know where their water was. I didn't want them to be afraid So I put that water right there, and later, after they've ventured over here in their little obstacle course, then I'll be comfortable moving both the feed and the water out here so that I can just keep this side for my bedding. At the top, I left a gap for ventilation. Actually, you can't see it, but at the bottom there's another gap. Maybe you can see it better on this side. And it is got 1/4 inch hardware cloth, but I went ahead and put them logs in the way just because I didn't want the draft to come through. They can get plenty of ventilation as it is. You can see these, there's a couple of them over there venturing, but I did position them to where they will not roll, so I don't have to worry about them getting squished. Now, I don't know what else to tell you about this brooder, but it's 4x8, 3 feet tall. It looks a lot bigger. But anyway, what I'm using for the shavings is Suncoast pine shavings. Now, I don't endorse them, obviously. I hadn't been doing this. This is my very first video series. I've got some videos that I did just because I wanted to, but it is amazing how much shavings they can pack in that. You just about have to get a pickaxe to break it apart, but once you get it out of the bag, you can shuffle it around. I put a big pile in there and then took a garden rake and just broke it down. Get back in there. And put the heat lamp in there to heat the shavings up before I put the chicks in, so they didn't come in and instantly get cold. They were cold. The temperature had dropped to 80 degrees in the cardboard box, and only in about 30 minutes, and they were huddled up, freezing to death. So I put them in there, and it only took them about 5 minutes to warm up, and now you can see they're just going crazy. They like this space. The other thing that I do want to suggest, you can go get your feed, your bedding, your material from the big box stores. They're cheaper, I know that. I prefer to spend my money local. By the time I spend the extra money to go get the stuff at the big box store, I've already spent the same amount of money in fuel. So I like to support my local feed stores, and I would highly recommend that. But anyway, I'm going to start doing other projects. I've got an above ground bluegill pond that I'm putting in. I've got to enlarge. Well, I've got to make I got to build a new hen house. Something that's probably going to be about 10 by 20. And the last thing, they're going to stay in here for about 4 months. I may keep them in here to 6 months, depending on how big they get. These are Dominecker chicks. The thing that I like about Domineckers is, number one, they're the original chicken that came to America. A lot of people call them pilgrim hens. They lay all year round. they're heat and cold tolerant. Now they may slow down in the winter, but they don't stop laying. They'll lay anywhere from 6 to 8 months old, and you're going to get an abundance of eggs. You don't need this many hens. I mean, we had 14 hens that laid more eggs than we could eat, so we would sell the rest or give some away. It's always nice to give fresh yard eggs away to people that don't have access to them. But anyway, look at some more of my videos, and I'm gonna, like I said, post more, especially when I get a GoPro. It'll be a lot nicer. That way you can, I can speed through all this nonsense. But anyway, I enjoyed making this. I learned some stuff. Now, I'm not sure how this window is going to affect the temperature, but I like it because I can look right out my window and see what's going on. We have a motion sensor light that'll go off if something comes near, and all I got to do is look out the window and see what's going on. Anyway, have a blessed day, and hit that subscribe button for me. I know these people have millions of subscribers, 100,000. I got no idea how to actually do YouTube. I'm just starting out. I don't know how people make money. It would be nice if I made some money doing video series that people were actually interested in. But till I learn more, it's just a simple video. So come along with me. I'm slow, so it may take me a while just to put them in stages. But I'm gonna have fun. It's something to keep me busy. Plus, I'm a published author, so I'm going to put a plug in for Charles at Afghanistan. That's the title. You can simply find it by typing in charlesmcdonaldholt.com. That'll take you to my blog, or get on Amazon, type in Charles McDonald Holt, and it'll take you to one of two of the books. The cartoon style cover is the latest, but they're basically the same book. Anyway, have a good day. God bless you. Until next time.